Today, we're counting down the greater Seattle neighborhoods and suburbs where three-bedroom rents sit at the very top of the metro market. And the place that finishes number one may not be the Seattle address many viewers expect. For this countdown, we're looking across Seattle and the surrounding East Side communities, focusing specifically on median three-bedroom monthly rent. These are not just general cost impressions. Each rent figure is anchored to HUD Fair Market Rents for fiscal year 2026, so the comparison stays centered on the same housing category from place to place. Coming in at number 5, Snoqualmie. Snoqualmie sits about 28 miles east of Seattle, next to Snoqualmie Falls, one of the region's most recognizable natural landmarks. For three-bedroom rentals, Snoqualmie comes in at about $4,670 per month, per HUD Fair Market Rents in fiscal year 2026. That places it firmly among the highest three-bedroom rent areas in the greater Seattle region, even though it has a very different setting from the dense urban neighborhoods closer to downtown. With its foothill location, small city layout, and proximity to the falls, Snoqualmie brings a more scenic East King County feel to this high-rent countdown. At number 4, Lower Queen Anne. Set at the base of Queen Anne Hill, Lower Queen Anne is closely tied to Seattle Center, with the surrounding shopping, office, and residential blocks forming one of the city's most recognizable urban pockets. The median three-bedroom rent here is about $4,890 per month, per HUD Fair Market Rents in fiscal year 2026. Its walk score is 96, according to Walk Score in 2026, which helps explain the premium attached to three-bedroom space in such a central location. Between Seattle Center, nearby performance venues, and the streets climbing toward Queen Anne Hill, Lower Queen Anne combines city access with a long-established neighborhood identity. Number 3 is Belltown. Belltown sits along Seattle's downtown waterfront area, on land shaped by the city's historic regrading projects, and it remains one of the most densely populated neighborhoods in Seattle. The median three-bedroom rent here is about $4,890 per month, per HUD Fair Market Rents in fiscal year 2026, matching Lower Queen Anne's figure. Belltown also carries a walk score of 99, according to Walk Score in 2026, reflecting how closely packed its housing, restaurants, offices, waterfront access, and downtown streets are. For a three-bedroom rental, that kind of central city setting is a major part of why Belltown lands so high. At number 2, Yarrow Point. This small town in King County sits on the east side with a 2020 census population of 1,134 residents, and it has a very different profile from the Seattle neighborhoods we just covered. Yarrow Point's median three-bedroom rent is about $4,910 per month, per HUD Fair Market Rents in fiscal year 2026. Its median home price is about $1,995,242, per Zillow and Redfin in 2026, which reinforces how high the overall housing market runs here. With a walk score of 12, according to Walk Score in 2026, Yarrow Point is less about dense urban blocks and more about an east side residential setting with very high housing costs. And at number 1, Clyde Hill. Located east of Seattle in the East Side region, Clyde Hill is bordered by Bellevue, Kirkland, Medina, Yarrow Point, and Hunts Point, placing it among some of the region's most expensive residential communities. The median three-bedroom rent in Clyde Hill is about $4,910 per month, per HUD Fair Market Rents in fiscal year 2026, putting it at the top of this countdown alongside the highest figures we found. Its median home price is about $1,995,242, per Zillow and Redfin in 2026, which lines up with the broader high-cost housing pattern in this part of the East Side. Clyde Hill's walk score is 29, according to Walk Score in 2026, so its ranking is not driven by downtown-style density. It is a suburban East Side market with three-bedroom rents at the very top tier. So, to recap, the top 5 are Snoqualmie at number 5, Lower Queen Anne at number 4, Belltown at number 3, Yarrow Point at number 2, and Clyde Hill at number 1. What stands out is how split the countdown is. Some of the highest three-bedroom rents are in dense Seattle neighborhoods near downtown, while others are in smaller East Side communities with a completely different layout. And yes, that number one finish really does show how much the greater Seattle rental market extends beyond Seattle city limits. What did we miss? Which neighborhood would have made your own top 5 for high 3-bedroom rents around Seattle? If you think another spot should have ranked higher, or there's a specific area you want us to compare next time, drop it in the comments. If this breakdown helped, give the video a like and subscribe for more Seattle neighborhood deep dives. And tell us what you want next. Highest rents by 1-bedroom units, best waterfront areas, East Side comparisons, or a closer look at one neighborhood in detail.